Everybody in the right class? A minute and a half left. Oh, this is a brand new year! So, yo, you got like small handwriting, huh? That's impressive. Your handwriting. I like it.
It's like an architect.
Yeah. You, sir, get a check. Yo. Yeah. Yeah, you need a pass to your place, sir. What room are you going to? Okay. Can you toss your name on there? All right. Well. All right. 5 minutes is up. Pens and pencils down. It's A-okay if you didn't finish that. That's not a problem. You'll have more time to finish it. I'm like a stickler for time limits, so it is what it is. Let's go over our agenda real quick. We got 8 minutes set aside for our launch. That's what I call a do now and review. Then we're going to do like a brief introduction to like Dietz and I. We're going to swap these. We're going to save the icebreaker for last because I want that to take the most time. So I'd rather get all the nitty gritty stuff out as quick as we can, and then we can relax in the icebreaker. We can just end it on that note. Does that make sense? Is that cool? All right. If you're looking for objectives, this is what we're trying to do today. Just introduce ourselves. We're going to talk about rules, expectations, procedures, policies, and then especially the exit ticket. Cool? All right. Swear this works. So apparently it's 2018 already. My name is Mr. Elias. You got my email up there. It's whatever's on the paper. So you have some notes. That's another thing you're going to see in this class. Whatever's on the paper will be up on the board. If something's blank, that's like my way of silently telling you, hey, you should probably write this down.
And Dietz, I know most of you do high school math and science, so I'm all over the place. To be really honest, I haven't taught geometry before, but I love it, so I'm really excited.
Has anybody in here learned geometry before?
No.
So we're all on the same page. Good. We're all going to learn together. Be fine. Are you excited for geometry?
I am. Yeah.
And
I love geometry. I loved it when I was in high school. It's a lot of drawing.
you're excited, right?
I guess.
Yeah? Yeah? Anybody else excited? No? All right. I got office hours. It's Monday to Thursday. I really said that? Wow, that's a lot of time. Period 7, room 157. So your lunch period, I'll make myself available to be in here. I can tutor you. I can go over stuff. I'm missing this homework, or I had a question on something, or I didn't get enough time to finish something. That's the time to come in and get it done. All right. I do tutoring on Wednesday, 4 o'clock to 6, this room. I can also make myself available on Tuesday and Thursday. Do not ask me to stay on Friday. I am not going to stay on Friday. Do you want to stay on Friday? Who wants to stay Friday? No one does. Don't do that. Don't do that. Coincidentally, on Wednesday is my video game club. Yeah, so 4 to 6. So like, I'll tutor you, but I'm also going to be playing some video games in between. Yeah, like last year. Does anybody know what that is? It's Fox and Cloud, 20XX, yo. Gotta get that tech skill up. All right. Anyway, nerd out a little bit. I'm also really like nerdy, so feel free to like make fun of me. Like, yo, Elias, you nerdy over there. Yeah, I know. Any questions for Dietz and I about this stuff? No. All right. So I like to like vocalize my thought process, just because the way we think is important, and I'm going to make it clear, because to me, I've been doing this, oh Lord, 7 years now. I've done this 7 years, so this is just second nature to me. On the screen, that's like the top of your paper, right? If I slide down, that's like the next slide, and that's the bottom of your paper. So 1, 2, when I slide again, I'm skipping over this. The next thing is on the back of your paper. Perfect. And you're going to notice like some stuff is blank on your paper too, right? What do you think we're going to do with the blank stuff? Yeah, fill it in, right? Yeah. All right. So every single day, I already like harped at a few people coming in the door. Like I was like, get out of here. I like to greet you at the door. It was like a first year teacher thing. They beat it into my head. Always greet your students at the door. It's just what I do. What do you think the next one is? Please enter on
Time.
Yeah, time. So if I erase something, like what should you do? Well, is time on your paper? So then what should you do with time? Yeah, exactly. Boom. So not only should you be on time, what else should you be?
In uniform.
Yeah, in uniform. My eye spies some of you, well, only one, but we're not going to name names, aren't in uniform. I'm just going to assume that's... Yeah. I'm going to assume like something happened, you've worked it out. Starting tomorrow, we'll have that conversation. Today, I'm just going to give you the benefit of the doubt. All right. If you're late, you should, get a pass. What are the options for passes? Yeah, I agree. There's only 2. What is it? Yeah, you get that receipt thing. Hand me the receipt. I'll look at it. Be like, yeah, that's today. That's about this time. And then what's the other one? Yeah, what color is the pass?
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow pass. So those are the passes we're looking for. It's not a big deal. If you're late, don't make a big deal about it. We're pretty much all adults in here. I don't know about myself. I'm working towards it. I'm almost an adult. But all of us are pretty much adults. So you're late. It happens. It's not a big deal. Just have the pass. I'll look at it, come on in. Like Dietz and I will look at it, come on in, get your notes, get started. That's what we care about, is that you're getting started. You're not interrupting everything. You're not going to come in and be like, yo, what's up, I'm here. Like, just come on in. What did everybody take when they came in? Yeah, the guided notes. We took the guided notes. Where were they? Yeah, they're not going to be on the floor. They're on the front by my desk. What do you notice about the smartboard and what's on your paper? Same. Mirrored. They're the same. So if you want to say same instead of mirrored, you can write same. All right? And then if there's a timer, where is it in the room? You said it, Wilfredo, earlier. In the front of the room. Yeah, it's at the front. Boom, right over there. It's time. During the launch, you have free reign to work with who? Yeah, and I'm gonna call it like an elbow partner. Just the people next to you, your left and right. I don't really want you getting up in the middle of the launch, going clear across the room. Like people next to you. All right. Where do you normally, like, if you want to share your work with the class, where would you put it? You're like 8 for 8 or something like that. Yeah, on the board. I don't know if this works. Does this? No, it does not. So the board doesn't really work. I have this like fancy schmancy like little tablet here. It's got a pen. So if you want to like share something, you're like, Elias, Dietz, I did something awesome here. Like I want to share it out.
Good morning, Rockletters, and welcome back. We have a few quick announcements for you today. First, we have a few room changes for this afternoon. Ms. Newton's 8th period SAT prep class is going to be meeting in 288 on the second floor. Mr. Brooks' 8th and 9th period classes will be meeting in 146. And any students who have internships, 8th period, please report to the auditorium and check in there before you move to a new classroom. Middle school students, you can pick up your Metro cards at the end of 8th period today. High school students can pick up your Metro cards at the end of 9th period. And finally, soccer season is here and the games are starting this week. All high school boys interested in playing for the PSAL Ravens soccer team, please come to the gym at 4 o'clock. Have a great day and welcome back again.
Oh, that was awesome. That was not long. I can't stand long stuff. What should you be talking with your elbow partner about? Yeah, classwork. You know, like I'm calling it an academic resource. They're not a distraction. We're all human beings. I know you're gonna like say something real quick. Be an adult about it. Like you're off task. Like just catch yourself, bring it back. It's not a big deal. We're gonna correct it and move on. This is a big one because we're not gonna budge on it. All electronic devices are. Where are your electronic devices? Yeah, they're in a Yonder pouch, and I said secured in your Yonder pouch. You gotta have it. If we see an electronic device, we're not going to tell you to put it away. We're just going to text Ravens line. They're going to come with a pouch. And you put it away. There's like a ladder of escalation for it. I think it's like, I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I know the first one is just text. They bring a pouch for you and they like document it. That's all. It's not a big deal. Just the procedure is it's in the Yonder pouch and that's that. Okay? Any questions on that? All right. We got like 27 minutes left in class. Yeah. So like, I think we're doing pretty good on pacing. I know I'm talking a lot. Like you're gonna yell at me. I talk a lot. I want to shut up. So like we're gonna get this done, and then we're gonna do some icebreaker stuff. Okay. What do you notice about number 1 versus your paper? Okay, your paper is blank, and this is not. One strategy to like remembering things is writing it down. On the flip side of that, I don't believe in writing down literally everything because that's boring and you're not thinking. You're in a different mind state when you're copying. You're not really thinking logically about it. You're more like transcribing and you're not critically thinking. This rule is so important. It is the foundation of literally everything that we made a point that you should write it down. Okay, we're going to support you because I don't like to tell you things. I'd rather you tell me. So we got some blanks to try and coax you into figuring out what we're fishing for. So what do you think we're fishing for that first rule? We give, what would you give? You give respect. Who are you going to give respect to? Yeah, is that just the teachers? No. So we put one another. We're like, I know we're your teacher, but we're a peer in the sense that we're a community member in this class, right? You have to be willing to give respect if you want respect back. How do you show somebody respect? Like, what are the ways we give respect? Yeah, eye contact. How else? That's a silent way to give respect. I think, does that fall under like giving them your attention? When you're not quiet, how do you give somebody your respect? Yeah. And those are all ways to say like words and actions. Just keep it generic. Use Don't talk down to somebody. That doesn't mean like, oh, so long as I don't curse at them, I can speak anyway. Like, no. Don't speak down to your peers in here. Don't. Actions, right? Give somebody eye contact. If they're talking to you, don't be looking over there. If someone is speaking in front of the class, give them your attention. Words and actions. The reason why this is like the most important one is math was hard. I mean, it still is. Math was the subject I struggled with in school. I was always that student, at least in middle school, that didn't feel comfortable to talk because I was afraid of like looking like an idiot in front of everybody else. Because I always had teachers that would allow that to happen. And they like that kind of peer pressure, like, oh, Elias said something stupid. Like, let's point that out. Like, oh, no, it can't be that. You're an idiot. Like, I didn't like that. So I never learned in middle school. I got to college and didn't know how to do fractions. Because in middle school, I just never learned it. In high school, that kind of changed for me. I had a teacher that, like, ran the classroom, took control of it. That was his rule. And he followed it. Everything else is, yep, we should do those things, but that's the one we can't budge on. So if we see anybody making someone feel uncomfortable, we're going to nip that real quick. It's nothing personal. It's just we need to have an environment where we feel comfortable to take a risk. Does that make sense? What do you think our class is? I like that. Yes, I like that. What class did you have last year? Math. Yeah, you were team algebra last year. This year, we're team geometry. Our job is to learn geometry. We're going to succeed together. The reason why you're sitting in this U, the best year I ever had teaching geometry was when I did this setup, is because you're all resources. If you're in a row, you're losing two people. If you're in a pair, you're losing another person. This is a way to show community, and it's a way to work together. What kind of language do we use? What kind? What do you mean?
I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, like you said respectful, right? I don't even remember what I put. Oh, I remember what I put. I put academic and professional. Let me know if I make you feel uncomfortable, Fredo, all right? Well, Fredo said little language. I want you to go the opposite. I want you to go big.
No, I said middle.
Oh! See, I can't hear. I can't ever hear. Thank you. Don't be afraid to correct me either. Be like, Elias, I said literal. Yes. That's very good, actually, because that brings me to, that's academic. You're going to learn a bunch of geometric terms. Use those terms. Don't be like, oh, that three-sided figure with one of them really small, another one really big, and then one of them kind of in the middle. No, that's called the scalene triangle. When all sides are different, little, big, and middle, that's scalene. That's speaking academically and concisely. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think we're on time and prepared. Yeah, we're on time and prepared for class. We're dragging this out. Let's just do the icebreaker. How much percent do we give in class? 100%. So long as you do that, you'll be fine. How many of you are worried about passing geometry? A little bit. If you come every day, you come consistently, you do your best. You don't just messing around, looking to use. Did anybody need to use the bathroom? Go ahead. Oh, that's the second thing. Bathroom, you just get up, you get the pad, you go. Maybe I'll have a sign-in sheet. Oh, it's right there. Oh, all right. So when the past comes back, yeah, sorry. So when you, I don't. How do you want to manage that? I normally just like when you see it, you get it.
Yeah.
So when you see the past come back, just quietly get it, go out, do your thing, come back. Does that work? If it becomes an issue, we'll address it. But for now, like you said, we're all big adults. We manage that. I don't remember what I was saying about 100%. Doesn't matter. All right. You know, this thing, the Euclid thing, on the back is like our icebreaker activity. These will get out. What?
No, this is.
What don't you like? Talk about it. You don't know what the activity is. Does everybody have an index card?
This is like hands down my favorite thing ever.
Alright. Can someone explain what we're doing? I don't like to tell, like, you can tell me, that's even better. Yeah, what are we doing? How much time do you have? You got 20 seconds, go! Oh my god! Yeah! You need more time? Alright, how much more time? Who got a shirt? Wait, what did you say? I said, who got a shirt? Right over.
That's all we have to do.
Who liked it? Nobody.
You got legs, get up and go over.
Vai ver se tá refletindo.
Yeah, what's
Onde
up?
que vai meu
You do this or this?
Eu falo
Oh, man. You gotta find something. Just sit right there. Alright, who hasn't found their partner yet? You did? Oh, you're clever.
No, we did not.
No, we didn't.
Are you excited?
Everybody's got their partner. We good? Who does? What do you got? Look at that! He just said academic language. Who's got a cone? Someone's got an ice cream cone? Someone's got a cone? Oh!
You said, oh, that was far.
This is Brooklyn over there. All right, everybody's good? Yeah. You're gonna take 2 minutes. So this is like what is it? Notice and wonder type thing. In active. How much time do you got?
15 minutes.
Is it?
Maybe 18 minutes. 10,
15 minutes. 15 minutes. That was spot on. All right, so we got 15 minutes of this activity. This is like a. This is like a notice wonder. We're going to call it a see, think, and wonder. So you'll take 2 minutes with your partner. Introduce yourself if you don't know each other. With your partner, What do you see? Take like 2 minutes, study it, and then see what details become visible. Because that's going to lead into, well, what do you think? Think and know are interchangeable. What we think is leading into what we know. So based on what you saw, what do you think about that shape? Could you give it a name? You don't have to give me the fancy correct name. You could be like, that's snowball shape. Okay, great. I'll buy that because it looks like a snowball. That makes sense. And then, what do you wonder? What does that shape make you wonder? If you want someone to record your answers on the back of that sheet, you can put it right there. So if you need it, you can go get it. Can I give you 4 minutes for this? And I'll tell you when 2 minutes has gone by. I'll tell you when 3 and then 4. All right. Have at it.
Wait, do you write the
Oh, wait, we got this part. Figure it out. What do you think? Okay. You know what you're seeing? Oh! So I'm gonna like shout out people when I see them good stuff. Alexis, do what you're doing again. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. That's something over there. That bottom left. What's that? Is that something you think you can figure out? Yeah. Right now, all right. It's not up there. It's my favorite cheese. All right. What do you notice? Yes, it's true. So, what do you know about that? Yeah, bro. So, you call this a shape. And what do you know about most people know about that. Where does it go? Why is it preschools? What would you have to do to that to turn it I bet you. What do you think about it? He still hit him.
He is? Yeah, bro. If he hit him, that ass. Jinx.
What did you do to this? Write that. That's a good name. Oh, you got like 10 seconds left.
You missed a light.
Okay, okay.
What is gonna be like the next one? Like we did algebra in ninth grade. How we doing algebra?
Probably pre-cal.
Pre-cal.
Start wrapping up your thoughts. Good. Yeah, Wilfredo. Good job. All right, so we got 9 minutes left in the period. That gives me 5 minutes left for this activity. Do you want to volunteer or do you want to volunteer? You don't want to volunteer. All right, he is not volunteering to go last, so you will start it off. Expect the unexpected. Just introduce yourselves. You are?
I'm Alexis.
All right.
I said I'm Alexis.
I'm Anna.
All right. So we're gonna do our best to remember those names. What'd you have?
I had a.
We had.
That's not my partner.
Oh, that's not your partner? Oh,
Nah,
my bad. Yeah, who's your partner?
she over there.
Wait, I don't know who's your partner.
She over there.
Thank you.
I don't even know her.
Whoever's Alexa's partner, can you introduce yourself? Okay. What shape did you two have?
That the triangle.
The equilateral?
Yeah. No, the one next to it.
Yeah.
That's still right.
Yeah. It looks like a cone.
Yeah. I don't know how to say that word.
Isosceles. It's real saucy. Saucy. I like Wilfredo's comment that looks like a cone because, oh man, this is not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, wow. I'm going to say. Hey, there we go. All right. Because you could do a rotation to create a cone. That's actually where a cone like comes from. What's something Alexis, what's something you saw, noticed, or wondered?
I was like, what are these equal slices?
Yeah. This side is the same as that side. That's what makes it isosceles. Is it Jalen? What'd you see, notice, or wonder? Something else. What's that? Yeah, this down here, right? Do you know what those stuff in the corners are called? Yeah. Who had the murmur? Let me ask this. If this is 60, how much is the other one? Yeah. Yeah, they're angles. Angles are always opposite sides. And there's a theorem about this. We're not going to talk about that today, I promise. All right, cool. Next in line. It was Alexis. Anna? All right, who was your partner, Anna? Jason. Awesome. What shape did you have?
Triangle.
The isosceles triangle?
No.
Awesome. What do you notice about that shape?
All three edges are the same.
Perfect. All three edges are the same. How do you know that? Oh! What do you notice about the three angles? Yeah. See how this has like one arrow, and one arrow, and one arrow? When we want to say things are different, we'll have like different amounts. So 1 and 2. That's how you know those two are different. Awesome. Yeah, what's the fancy name for that triangle? Yeah, so it's Latin. It's equi for equal, and then lateral. Anybody watch like football?
Yeah.
What's a lateral pass?
Yeah.
So there's a forward pass.
And it's a stop pass.
Lateral means a side. It's called equilateral because what do you know about all the sides? That's why it's equilateral. Lateral is side, equi is equal. All the sides are equal. Okay? Awesome. Side pass. Great. You,
Isn't that shape around it?
which one?
The one there, the one. It's like on the top. That's a rhombus.
This one?
Is that a rhombus?
That is, in fact, a rhombus.
See?
That is my favorite shape. Rhombus. Ooh, love saying that. Rhombus. Rhombus. What'd you two have? Rectangle. I didn't have rectangle. Oh, there it is. Rectangle. What'd you notice and wonder? 4 sides. Oh, 4 angles. That's cool. Anything else? All right, we'll buy that. Anything else you want to add? Next up. Did anybody hear what they called? Can you say that a little louder? Why do you think they're calling it a slanted rectangle? Yeah. If you look at rectangle, what do you notice about these opposite sides? And what do you know about these opposite sides? It's just like a rectangle that got pushed over. So I like that. Slanted rectangle. Does anybody know the fancy math term for it? Yeah. Parallel what? Yeah, it's a parallelogram. Yeah.
That shit hard to see.
It is, right? All right. How much time? Can you flip up that phone real quick and just click it? We have 3 minutes in class.
There's no close.
Yeah, there it is. All right. That's so every day. This is gonna go off when there's 5 minutes left in class. Nah, we got 5 minutes. I'm terrible with time. I don't know about. I'm not good with time.
You want to do it?
Does that work?
Yeah.
The top drawer, there's some deck cards. Just hand them out. Does anybody know what happens in the last 5 minutes of class? Exit slip. Exit slip. No, you hold on to your notes. That questionnaire, can you finish that for homework and hand it in tomorrow? Give it to me tomorrow. Give it to me tomorrow, because I'll lose it. Yeah, I'll come by and collect it. I know we're at the end of class, and I can hear everybody getting ready to leave. Before we pack up, everybody looking? Every day. Sorry. Every day, you're going to have an index card. Dietz or myself will pass out an index card. We want your name on the top left. We want your answer somewhere on the index card. That's it. Your name and your answer. It's assumed. Before you try it, because we got time. I got like at least 4 more minutes. It's assumed that the reason why I took it off is I want you to listen. I don't want you to try it. It's assumed you don't need to show your work. You can do your work on your notes. You can do it somewhere else. If you want to show your work, you can. The exit ticket is just about, did you have it right or wrong? That's why it's really important not to copy it from somebody. You're getting graded on, did you do it? If you got it wrong, are you receptive to feedback? As long as you're those things, you're going to get a good grade on it. All right, so we want your answer. All right, now we're going to just be quiet and let you work on it. All right, boom, there it is. Everybody good? Can you see now? What was your strategy? Don't cut that. Everyone's coming up with that. Everyone's coming up with that number. Exactly. No, this is
So, right? The rest
There's less.
and then there's bumping the
Write it. That's what you said.
Oh, man, that's not what I think. That's what I know.
Which one is it, 10 or 11?
But it's 11.
Show me the last. Yeah, what's up? Why? Because you heard it. That's draw it out. Draw it out. You got time. You got time.
Oh! Nice.
Talk it out. Talk it out. He's got it. There's more. There's more.
There's more.
There's more. Do you want a strategy? Somebody came up with an algorithm. What's your name? Yeah. Tell the class what you came up with. Go ahead. Yeah, a rectangle and two squares make a square. It seems like that's about time. Just make sure you're educated. Make it to Miss Dietz or myself. Make sure your name's off on it. Tomorrow we gotta introduce ourselves, alright? How about the other?
I share money.
So, did you hear her shot? She's just hanging out. It's okay. I didn't either. It's like, so she is. She's not going to be in this class. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Good. What happened to this?
Wilfredo. Yeah. What's up? Hey.
Is it gonna be the game room at the end of the day or no?
No, next week.
Next week.
Next week.
Dang, my brother had to switch for nothing.
What's up? I got this class. Awesome.
I feel so smart.